professional solutions to money, relationships, wellness, and more. Shine a light onto your day and into your life. Power Your Life with Dr. Joanne White.
Hello and welcome to Power Your Life. I'm Joanne White, your host, and my first guest is President and CEO of Southern New Jersey Chamber of Commerce. Deborah DiLorenzo will share with us how the Chamber helps the community and local businesses in our area. Welcome, Deborah.
Thank you for having me, Joanne.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So you have been with the Chamber for 20 years, and we just talked, and you said you're going to be celebrating your 20th anniversary with them. What do you see as the biggest achievement in the 20 years? I know there's a lot, so let's just pick one.
Well, it has to be that our members consistently give us a 97% satisfaction rate. And so I'm all about the members. Without the members being happy, they don't need me as president.
So that's important because what they're doing is they're saying they like what's going on with the Chamber. They feel that they're getting support that they need.
Exactly.
So how does the Chamber influence public policy? There's been so much going on with big businesses kind of taking over in terms of control, and oftentimes the small businesses, which is what your Chamber primarily represents, small businesses and organizations, sometimes don't really have that voice. So how do you influence it?
Well, the infrastructure at our Chamber for Public Policy is 6 working policy committees in different areas. So we have a Congressional Action Committee, we have a State Affairs Committee, we have an Environment Committee, a Health Issues Committee, et cetera. And these committees are comprised of members and are chaired by members who are experts in their field, and they meet regularly to discuss legislation and regulation that impacts that particular area. We do then communicate to our legislators what our positions are on different bills and different pieces of regulation that are working their way through the process. And we do have a seat at the table in Trenton on every major issue that affects the employer community in New Jersey. And we are viewed as the South Jersey business community's voice in Trenton, something we're very proud of.
So you have a powerful voice, that you do have some influence, which is fantastic.
We do, and it comes from the research that we do based on what the members tell us how a bill or a regulation would affect them.
So, Deborah, is there something that the Chamber is working on now in terms of legislation that's very important?
Yes, there is a bill that's working its way through the process that sounds wonderful. But you know, Joanne, this old adage our mothers taught us, the devil is in the details.
Right.
So this bill would mandate employers of all sizes to provide paid time off for a variety of reasons, not for the employee's sickness, but for other reasons. And so we feel that our bases are covered, our employees are covered by other mandates like paid family leave and other sick time type regulations that are out there. This would just be another layer of really getting in the way of the relationship between an employer and an employee, and especially for small business, it's going to cost a lot of money.
So basically what you're feeling is that small businesses are already covered in terms of their relationships with their employees, and they do offer personal days and sick days.
Let's face it, we want to keep our employees happy.
Sure.
So why would we hold back on those kinds of issues? We wouldn't. You know, the people power is the most important aspect of a business. Besides a product and a service, you have to have the right happy people to sell.
So other than political policy, what other resources are available to the small businesses and organizations when they join the Chamber?
Well, we do sell health insurance and dental insurance.
Which is very important
these days
because it's so costly, right?
Yes, and we do take a lot of the questions out of the picture. There's a lot of changes since the Affordable Care Act became law and is being enacted this year, and we're moving in the right direction with the changes to understand them. And we're very proud of the products that we offer to the members. But in addition to that, Joanne, the main aspect of the Chamber is to provide opportunities for the members to come together, So they meet on chamber ground, and then they can start building their relationships so that they can sell to and buy from.
So they relate with one another. They figure out if there's a way of doing business with one another
Absolutely.
and making not only friends but partnerships and
Absolutely.
alliances. You have two upcoming events. One's a women's conference, and another is a Pinnacle dinner. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're really excited about the women's conference now. This will be our 4th one.
It's
And to tell you the truth, I was always a little worried about having a carve out just for women. But when we elected our first chairwoman of the board 3 years ago in the Chamber's 139 years of operating, we said, as a tribute to our chairwoman, we're going to have a women's conference. And wow, the women members of the Chamber just reacted so beautifully to it. So we've had people like Cindy DiPietrantonio, the CFO of Jones, New York. We've had Teresa Grentz, who was one of the original players on Immaculata's winning team, the Mighty Max.
right.
And last year we had Mary Lou Quinlan, who's a best-selling author from New York.
I think that's wonderful. And so this year it's in May, and you also have the Pinnacle Awards
Yes.
dinner, and you are also the first female president, the only female president of the Chamber, and so kudos to you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. I know you have an event to rush to, so with the Chamber, thanks so much for being here, Deborah.
Thank you for having me, Joanne. Please welcome me back sometime.
We will. Thanks
you.
again. When we come back, addiction in America is a huge problem that doesn't seem to let up. Ahead, you'll meet one man who is helping those individuals fight the battle of alcoholism and depression. We'll talk with Joe Schrank right after the break. Thanks.